by myself. I was like, I think I'm gonna die. I had cancer when I was 16. Don't want to see a hospital ever again.
I asked my mom to move to the US. The word really was very hard for me.
Really?
I mean, at school, I didn't really fit in.
The Glee Club. And there were dream catchers everywhere. We announced Lucy Hale from Pretty Little Liars. People were like, who are you? First, like, because no one believed in us, so it was not selling. We had Emilia Clarke. God wants you to go through some things to test you. I'm gonna do it all, you know?
I want them to know when I succeed.
Joining me today are two incredible women who have truly mastered the art of bringing people together. Maria and Aurelia are the powerhouses behind Dream It Conventions, and they are the definition of a yin and yang duo. I've had the pleasure of knowing them for 4 years now, and watching them work is a masterclass in business. They are smart, savvy, and unapologetically themselves. Beyond the professional side, getting to work with them and become their friend has been such a joy. And I am so excited for you to hear about these two forces of nature. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you. And thank you for the intro. That was so nice.
Of course. It's all true. I am absolutely impressed and in awe of you guys ever since I first met you.
Oh, you're gonna make me tear up. Like, this is the beginning.
Already? It's good.
No.
It's working. It's
No. What is happening to me? No, stop.
good. You know, oh my God, there's, you can use a napkin. Don't get the spicy Takis in your eyes though. How often do you guys have the attention on you guys?
Not that much.
Yeah.
This is weird. Like having the
Yeah.
lights and cameras like literally on us.
Because usually the only time we talk is at the end of like every convention. We say thank you to everyone. It's like the most like, whew,
Yeah.
this is scary thing, but yeah. So we don't have a lot of attention. So that's like nice and
So-
scary.
Is that also why it feels somewhat overwhelming when someone actually says like all these amazing things about you guys?
Yeah.
Every time like people are like saying thank you when we're on stage, we'll look at each other and we're like,
Yeah, we're like, can this
too
end? This
much.
is weird.
Well, we're going to get there eventually. We're going to talk about how this all came to be
Yeah.
because I don't even think I know all the steps. I know the rough brush over of everything. You can keep crying. This is great. Like, let it out. This could be a therapy session. I'm like, we need to talk. I'm so happy that the words moved you, though, because they are true, and you guys should hear them more often.
thank you.
Thank you.
Where were you guys both born in the world?
So I was born in Morocco, in Casablanca.
And I was born in Paris, France.
What were your guys' childhoods like?
I think very different, probably. I grew up in actually like a small city close to Casablanca called Mohamedia in Morocco. And so it wasn't, there's a lot of things that I had access to, but only online, you know, like movies, TV shows, stuff like that. And so that's why when I moved to Paris, that was like a big step for me because I was like going to concerts and like doing stuff like going to movie premieres and stuff like that, which I didn't get to experience when I was living in Morocco. And I was also like, both my parents are doctors. And so this is kind of, that was like the chosen path for me growing up. Because, you know, I was like I have two brothers who are absolutely not doctors and like never wanted to do that. And so I was kind of like the last hope that my parents had to have like a child who can get to be a doctor. And so, yeah, that's what I wanted to do when I was a kid. And this is what we're doing today. So yeah, definitely. It was really nice. Definitely very different than like, you know, Paris and obviously like LA. But so that's why I feel like I was always attracted to that. Like I was watching a lot of TV shows. I was super interested in all this world because it was a thing that like didn't seem real to me. And so when I got to Paris, I was like one step closer. And now it's like, you know, kind of feels unreal. Like yesterday we were visiting a set and it was like, I felt like I was daydreaming. It was really fun.
Kind of the exact example of turning your dreams into a reality.
Yeah. And like doing stuff that you never thought would be possible.
And at what age did you leave Morocco?
I left when I was 17.
Okay. So you were older.
Yes.
So did your parents move with you?
No, I went because I had health issues.
Yes.
I had cancer when I was 16. And so I had treatment in Morocco that didn't go well. And so I had to move to Paris. And so I just, moved there to get treatment and then just stayed. So yeah, that was kind of a thing where when I got sick, a lot of things changed for me because I was like, I felt like I was on a path of like, you know, I still wanted to be a doctor. And then I was spending so much time in hospitals. And I was like, I don't want to be a doctor. I don't want to see a hospital ever again. And it kind of like opened new possibilities for me because I kind of saw life very, very differently. And I actually met Aurelia at the same time, around that same time when I moved to Paris. And actually, I feel like I kind of met her at the right time. Like I said, like we had very different childhoods because like she was going out, like going to movies a lot, like experiencing a lot of those things, like going to conventions and stuff like that I didn't even know existed. And so meeting her was like, I don't know, like I found someone who liked the same things that I did and that I could talk about stuff that no one, could understand. Because like I was watching a lot of TV shows. I was knowing a lot of stuff that no one knows. And like when I was telling her, she was like, yeah, I know that. And I was like, oh, really? And so we were talking about it and it was so fun. Yeah, I think I just met you at the right time.
Do you remember the exact moment you guys met?
Yeah.
Yes.
What was it?
It was at a convention, Lucy Hale convention in Paris. I don't know why somehow I was following her on Twitter and I saw her like I went there by myself and she went there by herself. We talked about it yesterday. She never does anything by herself. She would not go to the movies by herself or stuff like that. And she tweeted like, oh, is there anyone there so like, we can meet? Like I answered. And I was like, yeah, I'm here. And so that's how we met. And like we just saw each other and I was like, this is where I am. And yeah, and then ever since like, and then we became friends. So we spent that day together and and then rest is history.
And I love it. So I'm going to keep going. I keep wanting to like, go take it back. Speaking of going a little bit back to Paris, did your parents come with you?
My
So you're by
mom
yourself?
came
Okay.
for the first weeks, but then she had to work.
Okay.
And so but I was living with my brother. And that was also like my brother is also someone who really inspired me when I moved to Paris because he works in a creative field. He works in advertising. And so when I was in Morocco, like there were only like certain paths that you could say, like you could either be like a doctor or like do like business kind of like stuff or like be a lawyer or something, but we didn't even hear about any like creative stuff. So when I was talking to my brother about like stuff that he was doing, I was like, oh wow, and you're actually like, this is your job. That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's like he was telling me about like those ad campaigns and stuff that he was working on, and I was so inspired. And so I feel like this is the moment where I kind of like allowed myself to like be really open to all the possibilities. And that was a great moment.
And now I'll take it to you, Aurelia. And I'll go a little back and forth. It's my first time interviewing two people at the same time. So I'm also, let alone keeping track of one storyline, I'm going to do two. Aurelia, you were born in Paris?
Yes, I was born in Paris. For my childhood, like my parents are divorced. I mean, they're like friendly with each other. It's not like they don't fight or anything. So.
It's not tumultuous.
No. So that's good. Wait, what I was going to say? Sorry.
You grew up in Paris,
Yes,
but your parents are divorced.
My mom would take me, like she had like friends who were like divorced, and she would take me to like parties and stuff like that. But it's not like, I mean, it was like gathering, but it was only adults.
Okay.
And I was very young. And so I always felt like an old soul kind of.
Yeah.
Because like there was only adult and like they would come to me, like I was like 10 and they would come to me and ask for me for advice, which is weird.
Like
when
what
you think
kind of
about it.
advice?
But it's like relationship advice or like advice for their kids and stuff like that. They would just like talk to me like they would talk to my mom. It was not
I
like
love
age
that.
gap. So it was like, so I always felt like I was kind of old in my mind. So at school, I didn't really fit in a way. Sometimes like I found comfort in TV shows when I was young. I felt like I understood more what the character were like feeling than, people in real life, because there was like a difference in somehow in the age, like it was just kind of weird. I felt like out of place sometimes, and I always like felt creative. So I never like in my mind, I mean, people were like thinking of like doing like medicine and like being a lawyer or like stuff like that, and I like that never crossed my mind. Like every time like someone would ask me what I wanted to do, like it was always something creative. So like at first I wanted to be a script writer because I loved writing and I loved TV shows. So for me it was like, perfect combo.
Yeah.
And then I started watching other things and I was like, you know what? I also like, I want to be a director. And it was like all those kind of things. And so it was always creative. I feel like in France, it's also very like certain.
They're in boxes. Like
Yeah,
you
in
can
boxes.
Either you can do this or
Yeah.
this, and like
Yeah. So
Kind
it's
of very stuck in their ways.
So, So when I was 14, I asked my mom to move to the US. I mean, by myself. Like I wanted to go to a school here. And we found a program so I can do that. So I was an exchange student. When I was 15, I moved in Ohio for a year, which was
Whereabouts
like crazy.
in Ohio?
Akron, Ohio, so like next to Cleveland, which is like a small town. And you think about like Paris.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I was in a host family for a whole year. And I was in high school, so I was like kind of living like the American dream. For me, it was crazy when like at school, before school started, they were like, so what classes do you want to take? I was like, what do you mean? For us, it was like, you know, you start at 8, you finish at 5 or like 6 p.m., but you don't have like, it's like regular classes. Like, I was like, what do you mean? And they were like, well, you can take like choir and you can take photography and you can take that. And I was like, what? That's so cool. And I loved it. It was like freeing for me. I was like also in a speech and debate team. That's how like I try to work on my English, on my like accent, because sometimes like it was really hard. Like the word really was very hard for me.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, but it was very hard because like I needed people to understand me because I was doing the speech. So I was like working with someone and you had like a script and you like every weekend you would go to another school and like do it in front of people and people would like put notes and like write down like what they think of you and stuff like that. And it was just something cool to do, but at the same time like something scary because I'm always scared that people are gonna make fun of me. But there I wasn't scared.
In Ohio or at that specific school?
No,
or?
in Ohio. Like I don't know. Like there was like something like people didn't judge. You could dress however you wanted. You could do whatever you wanted. People had dreams. It was like there was no boxes, which was like crazy to me. And so I came back and then I went to like a bilingual school in France. So they had like clubs there. So it was different from like the original schools I went to. So they had like a glee club. That's around the same time like I met Maria. Like I met her the time I came home like from the US.
But she sings.
Yeah.
She sings.
Yeah.
Like she can sing.
Wait, I think you did sing
did, and
in one of the karaokes.
yes.
I remember now. All of a sudden, there's like,
And
so I was like,
you
wait,
looked at me. I remember you looked at me. You were like, you can sing.
because it was like, I was like, what?
Yeah.
I think it was Frozen, wasn't it?
Yeah. Because someone like took me and I was like, I'm so
And then you did it. It was you have a beautiful voice.
Thank you. So we had the Glee Club. Which was like super freeing because I was able to like convey emotion and like how I felt in front of people.
I remember your concert, you know, with
we
like
did,
all the words. That was so
We did like a
cool.
charity concert every year.
Who you guys?
No.
In the Glee Club. Like,
Oh yeah. Back in the so does that still exist?
I mean, the school, yes, still exists.
But you're not part of a
But
Glee club.
no,
Okay,
no.
that's only when you're there.
Yeah.
Okay, I know
But it
nothing
was-
about Glee clubs, so
But it was so fun. It was
they
just,
sound
like,
awesome.
It was just like singing. There was like no teacher or anything. It was just like student running it,
Oh
which
my
was like
gosh.
so much fun. Maria came to my like concert when I did concert, and it was like really like freeing. Like there was this song by Hunter Hayes. It's called Invisible, and
Yes.
that's how I felt growing up sometimes. And I like performed it, and I had like people behind me with signs where like I told them to pick one that they felt represent them. So there was like fat, ugly, those kind of things. And then at one point of the song, they turn it and they're like, oh, beautiful and like
Zero's not
zero's
a
not a
size.
size and like those kind of things. And it was so sweet. And I remember like a girl, she came to me afterward and she was like, oh, I didn't know you felt that way. That was so beautiful. And I was like, oh, thank you. But I don't know. It was a way of like expressing myself. So I always felt like I needed a creative way to tell a story.
A creative outlet.
Yeah.
Wow, and what a beautiful way to do it. You do have such a creative mind.
Thank you.
I love that.
Yeah.
When you were going back to Ohio, how was your English when you went?
I mean, you had to have like basics, but it wasn't like great.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't understand like people. I would watch like TV shows in English to try and, but it wasn't like amazing.
Okay.
So I learned at that time. And you also like, you have like slang and you have like, yeah. So I,
And we talk 100 miles an hour.
yeah. So yeah, I remember like there was like the grandparents, they called one time and they're from Boston. I went to see the dad like from the host family. I was like, there are like people on the phone. I don't understand what they're saying. Oh, that's like my mom and I don't understand. Like he was like the same when he met them. So I was like, okay, that's not just me.
It was like a hardcore Boston.
Yeah,
like it was
yeah,
like the
yes.
pack the yacht, the
And it
have
was
it,
like-
yeah, pack the cat, the
and for
have it,
me,
yeah,
like, there
yeah.
was only one accent. Like I didn't understand. Like people had different accent, which was like super funny. But
Now hearing Boston accent for the first time is probably how I felt hearing Scottish for the first time. I'm like, what?
yeah.
heavy.
Yeah. But you obviously too. How long were you here for that exchange program?
10 months.
Okay, so it was a good time
Yes.
to
Yeah.
get immersed
Yeah.
in the language. So you learned probably very quickly, even more.
Yes, I had to because like school was like only in English, and so it was just math and like stuff like that was just only in English. And
Wow.
well, I had English also, but
Have you ever been back to Ohio since?
I haven't, and I really want to go back. Like at one point, like I'm still like in touch with the family. At one point, I really want to go back and just like visit them, just to like, this is nice, you know.
You have to go back, but also my brain went convention in Ohio. Like it's not like a destination spot, but it is one of those cities that Cincinnati specifically that you never realize like how actually busy it is.
Yeah.
Until you're there and you're like, oh wow, this is actually like a big city in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Anyways, I love that story. So you guys both had great childhood. You guys, regardless of your parents being divorced, you had a great childhood. You had a great childhood. You had 3 siblings, 3 brothers or 2 brothers.
2.
And you were the baby?
Yeah.
And did you have any siblings?
Yeah, I have a brother,
Older or younger?
older.
And did you guys like have a great relationship growing up?
It's like a brother and sister, so you always fight. You
Of
know?
course,
It's
of
like,
course.
Yeah, let's play fight. You know? But yeah, we have a great relationship. Sometimes it's like we're twins in a way.
They were born the same,
Yeah, the
day.
same day.
Like not the
was?
same year.
Like
they
me and
are.
my brother.
Yeah.
Born the same day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like 3 years apart,
No,
the same
4.
day.
4 years.
Oh, 4.
Yeah, 4 years
Oh, yeah.
apart, but like the same day. So sometimes it's like on mine works the same.
Yeah.
So it's always like a love-hate situation.
No, understandable, especially with siblings. Here, I'll move some of the fruit closer to you. I love that you're eating fruit. Eat it all. I'll do the same thing with some strawberries. So the childhood was great. And then you always had a love, you guys both had a love for television and film.
Yeah.
Your entire time. You loved being creative. You felt you needed to be creative, both kind of stifled by the fact that Paris, I guess, to you felt stifling because it was very strict in its ways. And for you, Morocco felt like the only path out was medicine.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, you got sick. But then you went to Paris for treatment, for the
Yes.
second round of treatment. Do you mind saying what was the cancer?
So it was a Hodgkin lymphoma. And the thing that happened is that they misdiagnosed it first.
Oh.
So I was
Oh.
getting like a treatment in Morocco that was not the right one. And
Okay.
so that was like a very complicated thing because like when I got to Paris, I was doing the right treatment, but it was working, like it was not really working because they messed up like the first part of it. That was like a journey because they kind of didn't know what was the right chemo, like what, because it was a mess. And
How do you go through that though at that age? I mean, did you have the symptoms like you were going through? Because I know there's different variations. Were you going through chemo?
Yeah.
Or were you and radiation?
No,
Just
Just
chemo.
chemo. Yeah, chemo, and then chemo was not working anymore, and
Okay.
so they were looking at doing a transplant
Transplant for what?
for bone marrow. Yeah, what happened is that I had a friend who had done that 6 months before.
Had done a bone marrow transplant?
Yeah, and she died. Yeah. So yeah, and it was so awful. Like that time was really weird. I was like questioning so many things about life because like this person was like a sunshine. Like she was so happy to be like so alive, you know. And yeah, and she was sick before, like when she was a kid, and she had I think she had leukemia when she was a kid, and then that was gone, and she was like living a kind of regular life, and then she got sick again. And yeah, and I remember that when I got sick, because we were going to the same school, like my parents know her parents, so we've known each other when we were kids. When I got sick, she texted me, and so we started talking, and she was waiting to get the transplant. And so she was in this, like when you do that, she was in the sterilized room.
Yeah.
And so that's, you know, like a thing where you're like, can't really see people, talk to people. So that's kind of weird. But like we chatted about it, and it was so refreshing to talk to her. Cause like the frustrating thing when you have cancer is to hear people be like, it's gonna be okay. And you're like, you don't know that. And you don't know how it feels like, because it's a very specific feeling of like you're not in charge of your own body, and that's super weird. And when I was talking to her, you know, like she was being really real with me. Like she was like, it's gonna be so shitty, but like you're gonna go through it. And you know, and it was nice. We were like, we're gonna get through this together. And I was like, if there's one person that deserves to live, that's really her. Like she's so, you know, such a great person. She did the transplant and she died. And so I was like, questioning everything. I was like, why? Why do people why some people die? Why other, I was like looking at like some bad people in that I knew in my circle. And I was like, how do these like terrible people who do these terrible things get to live? And then you have this person who's like, like so full of life and just like dies. So yeah, that was.
Did you ever find an answer?
No, not really. I don't know. I talked to some religious people about it, and they're kind of like, God wants you to go through some things to test you, kind of. And then some people are meant to do this thing or that. Like, I don't know. But it's still like an ongoing thing. I don't have an answer because then, why did she die? Because like she deserved to do all the things. But yeah, so that was a complicated path also because like I had treatment in Morocco that was not the right one. And then when I got to Paris, like I was kind of like a difficult case because like they had chemo is kind of this thing where you have to mix different types of things and they didn't really know like the right treatment. It was working, but not like there was still like the tumor that started it like was still there.
Where does it start? Like in Hopkins?
Yeah.
Hodgkin's. Is it Hodgkin's lymphoma?
Yeah.
Is it in your lymph nodes?
It's like where? It was like here. So, or like the lymphatic system. So I had like
lymphatic system.
Here and like here. So, and it's like started here. So like a tumor grew here. So like literally had like this big thing here. Yeah. This is how like kind of we noticed this because like my chest was like literally here because like there was a tumor beneath it. And I started to get like all these little, I don't even know how you call it in France, ganglions.
Oh yeah,
I don't know how you say that in English, but like
warts?
No.
Like bumps. Tenderness.
Here when you have
lymph nodes.
Yes.
Swollen lymph nodes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Swollen lymph nodes. I was like, I'm going to figure this out. You started to get swollen lymph nodes too. And so like, everything was basically swelling.
Yeah. I was like, one day I had like one here and I was like, I don't know what this is. And I woke up the next day, I had like 5 and then woke up the next day and I had 15. And I was like, okay, that's not normal. And that's when we got it checked and that they found out that it was cancer. So yeah.
Okay. And so they misdiagnosed you in Morocco basically. Yeah. And how did they do that? They just,
I don't know.
So the chemo they were mixing together just wasn't the right kind of chemo?
Yeah.
Like it was, correct me if I'm saying any of this wrong. It just wasn't the right kind of chemo.
Yeah. So it was chemo. So like it worked because to some extent, because like chemo is basically like just killing cells in your body. So like
got it.
Some of it was removed. Okay. And the tumor that was here like was persistent, like it was staying here. And so like they were just trying different treatments. At some point they wanted me to do a transplant. And I was like,
bone marrow transplant.
Yeah. And then I was like, they were saying that because my mom is Russian, my dad's Moroccan. They were saying that it's hard to find a match because it's usually you can have a match like your brothers or sisters, like it can be a match, and my brothers weren't. And so they couldn't find a match, like it was complicated. And at some point, like just by myself, I was like, I think I'm going to die. Like I think in like 5 years tops because like they're not going to find a match, or even if they do, the friend that I had that like it's a huge surgery and like if you get any infection, you can die because like your body's like when you do that, it's so weak. So it's a very difficult thing to go through. And I don't know, I was just like, they can't find the right treatment because I was also doing clinical trials at the time. Like they were just trying everything. I think that like since the chemo that I did was kind of like maintaining things, I think in like 5 years, it's gonna like not, since it's not working, it's like gonna keep growing and I'm gonna die. But no doctor said that. It was just me. I don't know why. Then I got into another clinical trial. That was a thing that they did in the US first, and that was the first time they were doing it in France. At the same time, we went on a trip. So it was my first time traveling by like without my parents.
Wait, who went on a trip?
Us.
So this was after you guys met. So you went and did this trial, the trial in Paris.
Yeah. So it was like it was about to start, and
which one?
The trial. Yeah.
But did you go to Paris before the clinical trial?
Yeah. I mean, it was like a 2-year like gap between when we met and then when we did that trip. So it was.
So you moved to Paris before the clinical trial.
Yes.
You moved to Paris to start getting treatment in Paris, and then you got into the clinical trial.
Yes.
And you guys became friends at a convention.
Yes.
And then you guys are going on a trip. Okay, tell me, continue.
Yeah.
I just gotta keep it straight. It's 2 storylines. I'm like, okay.
And so I want to go to that trip, but I had my treatment at the same time, like the new thing that I was trying.
Yeah.
And so I went to my doctor and I was like, in my mind, this was like the final big trip that I was gonna take. So
Yeah.
I was like, can I just do that? Because I didn't know how the clinical trial was gonna work, because it could like not work or work. Like I didn't know. And so I was like, I want to deal with this later, but I just want to go on this trip and like have this little dream for a little while. Yeah. And so he agreed, and so we just went, and it was like
we booked like I booked one day like before, and then 2 days before, because we had to get her doctor like approval
to say yes. Yeah.
And it took like a while for him to say yes. So yeah, we booked the flight. I think you told me, and then the next day I was leaving, and then you came like the day after.
Yeah. So this was bucket list. This was like, this is it. These are my dying days. I'm just gonna do it.
I was like, my mom and dad like saved and like gave me money to go on that trip, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna say yes to everything. Skydiving, yes. and so it was so cool.
Wait, so where was this trip to? You gotta like wait, take it back.
So we met 2013.
Yes.
13 years ago, and then 2015 was the trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where was the trip?
So we started in LA, which is so cool. Yeah. Because we went to Universal. It was my first time going there. And that's why I loved going with you. Because like you had been to, like she was kind of showing me this LA life. So in LA, we went to Venice Beach, where we saw. So I don't know exactly what was
the point of like when we talked.
Yeah.
Oh, it was, so we were downtown LA.
Yeah.
We just memory. Like we just visited the Disney Hall, like the music hall.
Yep.
We started walking and we started talking, and I told her like other people are doing conventions, like organizing convention. Why are we not, doing it like ourselves? Like what's stopping us? She was like, yeah. And then we went to Venice the same day. We got henna tattoos of like dream catchers.
And there were dream catchers everywhere. I don't know why.
It was like, I think like 2015 was like the time of dream catchers.
Yeah.
It was everywhere. And so I don't know why it was like so representative. And we sat down on the beach and we were like figure out name, and the first thing was like dream it. It was not even like a question. It was just like, it came to it because we saw like the dream catcher and it was like the thing. And then when we did the logo for the dream it was like a dream catcher, because it's like you dream it, we catch it, kind of. It's like a kind of like the whole thing was meaningful. We went to the Getty Village.
The Getty Village, the one by the beach, or the Getty Museum.
The museum.
The one on the hilltop.
Yeah,
yes.
right. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we went there, we visited, and there was like a thing where like people would write down like their dreams.
Yeah.
And I think it was like so inspiring. We like started reading.
We stayed there like the
for
whole
hours.
afternoon.
Yeah, just reading people like notes.
There was
like,
a
their
thing like it
dreams.
was like your fears, your hopes, your dreams. You could like write stuff when you were visiting, and then people would just put it
on the wall.
On the wall, and we like just sat there for hours just reading about people's hopes and dreams and fears, and it was so inspiring.
Yeah, and then
Did any stand out to you specifically? Was there any that you still remember to this day?
I don't remember like any.
No, but just
it's
like
just
for
like
the
it was just like the whole thing. Like it was just like
no, it
people,
sounds.
It was just like people like saying like what their dream was.
Yeah,
and like
and also for the fears. Like for me, it was like, no, just do it. Like like you're reading the story and you're like, oh please do this.
We talked about it again there. I was like, how do you contact people? And I found the website to do it. And I was like, okay, I'm buying. Like, I'm paying. Like, we didn't even start anything, but I was like, paying subscription. Okay. And then the next day, I think, or like the next couple of days after that, we went to Vegas. I called my mom because she had like a company. She wasn't using it anymore, kind of.
A company what?
Like she was just like, she had like a company. Like she was.
Oh, like she started a company and then it was just like a sitting there. Like it wasn't something she was using.
She used to like organize. She had a job, but she used. But
she's doing a lot of things.
She's doing a lot of things. But at the same time, she was organizing like events for like divorced people.
Amazing. Like parties, like, hey, let's celebrate. Good for her.
And also to like meet people.
Yeah,
as
and
well.
also like trips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like she was organizing trips.
And I think she joked also once about, she was like, you're spending so much in conventions, like just organize your own convention.
Yeah,
like
because like I was like always saving my money. And I was like, Mom, look, I only need this amount of money. Please, I will reimburse you. And I was like, I mean, I know like I will never reimburse her, but I was like, look, like this is so cool, whatever.
Yeah.
I called her and I was like, Mom, so we want to do that. Can we use your company? What do you think? And she was like, yes. Oh my God, you're the nicest person. Like thinking about it, like no one would say yes right away. Like this is a crazy idea. But I think because we were like also so young, you know.
How old were you again right now?
I'm 29. So I was 18.
Yeah. Then I meant then. Yeah. So,
then I was 18.
and you guys are the same age?
No, I'm 29. She was 19.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1
she
year.
was-
Okay.
Yeah. But it was like at 18, nobody like, I mean, at least in France, nobody does that.
Yeah.
It's just, it was like a crazy idea. And my mom was like, okay. And my mom always let me do the stuff I wanted.
Yeah.
You know? And it was like a side project. It was like we want to do that, but it wasn't like, we want to do just that. Like we want to have like a other job. Like it was just like
we like
an
TV
activity.
shows. Like
Yeah.
let's just do an event like that for a
Because
TV
we were
show.
still
'Cause,
at
like we just
school,
like
like,
that.
Yeah, I had like one more year of high school, and which is crazy to think about now. And you just graduated, so
Yeah.
you were starting like
Advertising.
Yeah.
I was doing like
You started advertising.
Yeah.
yeah.
And so that's why I also had like all these ideas in my mind of like marketing and like advertising and stuff. And so I was like,
But also, you were still in this mindset that like my days are limited.
yeah. Yeah. I was like, you know what? Why not? You know? And I was just in the mindset of like saying yes to everything. Like, this sounds cool. Okay, I'm in. Like, I was just like, I'm gonna do it all, you know? And it's also, I feel like the LA vibe of like anything is possible. And you don't have that in France. Well, when I told my brother, he was like, that is not gonna work. That is crazy.
Thanks, brother. Thanks.
I was so upset because like my brother
She
was
was so
like,
mad.
I was so mad. I remember I like posted a quote on Instagram of like,
Like an angst-ridden
like,
18-year-old
like,
being like,
you don't believe in me? I believe in me.
So it took
right.
us like a couple of years
Yeah.
to start it.
Yeah.
And then so 2017 was like the year where we like really, you know, put our minds to it.
and it just took you a while in regards to like, how do we get in touch
Yeah.
with people? How do we build? How do we find a venue? Was it like that kind
Yeah, I
of
mean,
logistics?
It was more also like we didn't know what we were doing at first.
But
And
then
so
we like every couple of months we would go back to the idea.
Yeah.
Of,
Yeah.
Like, and we were like, you know, really going into it.
Okay.
But like 2017, well, we did another trip.
Where'd you go this time?
let's keep traveling. Like
Oh.
it all comes
But it was because also like at that time I was living in the US
Mm-hmm.
for college.
Okay.
And she was in France, so it was just like I'm gonna come back for summer, so let's just go on a trip. And we decided to go for like a week in Greece,
Whereabouts in Greece did you guys go?
Santorini.
Oh,
Yeah, it was nice.
and again, you guys are what, 20 and
20.
21?
Yes. Which is
What an amazing life.
And so yeah, we talked more about it, and we were like, okay, now we really need to sit down and actually do it. 2 months after we signed our first contract, and we, you know, did it.
And
like,
signed
now
your
it's
first
like-
contract as in like you got your first celebrities?
Yeah.
Were you guys so scared when you started reaching out?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it was scary, but at the same time, I think because we were like so young that it was like less scary than it could be today. You know?
Like there's a little naivete to it all of
Yes.
like
Yeah.
what,
But
yeah.
I think I was more scared than you were because like I was like, that's a lot of money. Like
Yeah, I mean, I was scared, but it was just like, I mean, at first, like when we signed it, I was excited, but then, you know, when we started, people didn't know us, and
Yeah.
people like it took a long time for them to trust us.
Yeah.
And I was like looking at people buying tickets, and it wasn't sometimes doing so well, and I was crazy at the time. I was writing down every single time people were buying stuff. Which is like
every
I wouldn't
item.
do that today, but it's like every item I would write, and I would write like the date they bought, and I was like, yeah, they didn't really buy today.
So you were just watching it like paint dry and like
Yes.
keeping it, which is understandable though, especially like
Yeah.
you said, this is a lot of money.
Yeah.
yeah.
And how did you guys get that to begin with? Did you guys have to like kind of to start a
So
business, like take a loan?
So we had because we only had to pay like a deposit.
Oh, so you just had to do the little bit up front.
Yes.
But even that, like at your age, like did you guys just
But I
save
mean,
up?
It wasn't a lot. Like the deposit wasn't too much. So
great.
we did like half. So I mean,
Yeah.
she
It's like all
she
our
had like
savings.
yeah, and my mom like she paid for my half.
All your savings though?
No, not. I mean,
Yeah,
At the time.
At
like,
the time,
yeah.
a lot
no.
of my savings.
At a 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, like
yeah.
the amount
And
of
also,
savings.
I couldn't tell my parents about it.
We didn't tell.
So-
Well, I could have told
Yeah.
my dad or like my brother, but I didn't, which is weird because like my mindset is like I don't want people to know beforehand. I
Yeah.
want them to know when I succeed, which is weird in a way. It's
Because
just
they
like,
could support you.
yeah, I don't know why. It's like a weird mindset. It's like, I don't know. I just want to like come and show you what I've done and show you that I've made it, you know?
Are you worried that they will deter you? Are you worried that they'll be like, we don't know if you can do it? Or they'll be like, are you sure?
I don't think like my dad would have like said anything. Like even now, like he said, like I was brave because I did that at the age I was. But I just think like, I mean, I think it was more for me. Like I didn't want to feel like I didn't do it properly. Like, you know, I just wanted to show you, look, this is my accomplishment.
Yeah.
And so our first event wasn't the first one we announced. It was another one like we wanted to do a small event for people to believe in us, like show you guys that this is real. This is a real company.
To the fans.
To the fans.
Because like the strategy at first, like we announced Lucy Hale from Pretty Little Liars, and that was like a big thing.
Big name, at the time.
Like a big name, and people were like, "Who are you? Like, how did you manage to pull it off?
How did you guys manage?
Well, we just contacted the agent and
like made an offer and
that's
she said
it.
yes.
Yeah.
So
for us, it was like, okay.
yeah, but that was the thing. It was like go hard.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like, you know, in order to make it work. But then people were like kind of questioning it. They were like, how did you do that? Like you're not.
Yeah, like nobody had
knows
her
you.
ever. Like they had a Pretty Liar convention like a few years before that, and she wasn't part of the actors like that were there. So they were like, how did you do that? Like that's such a big name for that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And so then we
had like a lot of people like being mean on social media, which just was
No.
at first,
People being mean on social media?
really
Never.
come on.
at first it was very hard. Like,
And
it was
block.
awful.
Block.
No, but you can't do that because they're your
Because you're running a business. You are right.
But it's awful because like
But
you're
because
like
you see it and you see the comment and you see that people are so mean and I was like,
What were they saying then? Like, what were some of the things?
you're not gonna you're gonna
steal
cancel your
money,
event.
like,
you're not
you were like fraud and like stuff like that, and it was just like so mean. And they were like, you don't know us, like you really like personally you don't know us.
Why aren't you supporting
Why are you
us?
why are you mean? Like when I did convention, I was like never insulting people. I was nice. I was a nice customer. Like why?
But had you seen, because obviously social media has evolved so much over the last 15 years.
I did them. Like, I think I did once saw like bad comments, but it wasn't that much.
So you didn't see a lot of negativity when
No.
you were doing conventions, but also TikTok and all these things have exploded. So people now have these platforms to scream.
Like people was just like, were just mean. Just
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean,
And also you're
It's not
seeing
okay. It's not okay. Like I like
now
need
it's
a
like
break. It's like
it's like people are telling me like people say those things. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
This is like now it's like
Yeah, but back then,
But back
when
then, yeah, it's
your
like you're
event is
young,
not
of
selling
course.
also. Like
Yeah.
at first, like, because no one believed in us, so it was not selling at first. And so it was like, they're saying we're not going to succeed and it's not selling. So they're right in what, you know, like it was awful. It's like, it was so hard to believe in us.
And so that's why we did like the smaller event, which like it was a Norwegian show called Scam. People showed up and came. There was like a lot of people, and she did a letter to tell her brother because remember she was pissed at him. And I like told my brother and my dad like I think a month before, and I think like now my brother is like, well, kind of pissed that I didn't tell him before, but I was just like, this is not about you. Like, this is really not about you. It's not because I didn't want to tell you. It's just because I wanted to, show you like, hey, here, this is what I did, And, but yeah, this was really funny. She did a letter.
I invited him. I gave him like a VIP pass. And I was like, so remember the thing that you were saying no one was gonna like or like buy tickets for? And I showed him like the ticketing with like all the sales. And I was like, yeah, this is, the thing that no one's showing up for. So,
and what did he say?
And he was like, oh, I feel so dumb right now. And so he was like, you can film me saying that, you were right and I was wrong. And so I have that video of him saying that. And then he came to the event and he was like taking photos and he was so proud. And it was really, really sweet.
I love to hear that though. What a beautiful story though, in a full circle element of like, you're like, I'm going to prove you wrong. And then you're like, but then he showed up and he sounded like he was so proud. But it's, you guys, you're business savvy. And it sounds like you guys just kind of have that, a little mix of, you were young, so you were naive, business savviness. And then you kind of this whole like, what do I have to lose? Like, yes to yes to yes. But also you guys pivoted. I mean, you guys didn't let it stop you that people were saying you're never going to make it, whether it's your brother or fans or the public. And you guys persevered on top of all of that.
Yeah.
It's very impressive because a lot of people would even get that pushback and be like, no, let's just cancel it.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you?
If you cancel it, they're right.
But
and
it was
like,
just
you
like,
can't.
because there was a website, like a anonymous website. What's it called?
Yeah. I think it was ask.fm, something like that. Anonymous forum.
Yeah, forum, like people just being mean online, but like anonymous. I think they said like the other one for like talking about me. Like they were like saying like mean stuff all the time. But it was just like, I want to prove in a way those people wrong. Like if you want to talk about me, you can talk about me. That I'm fine with that, you know.
Yeah.
Now I'm like really in that mindset. Like you can talk all you want. That doesn't matter anymore. I'm just gonna live my life and just be whoever I want to be. And if you want to come, then come. If you don't want to come, then don't come. I don't care anymore, you know.
So you're stubborn. In the best way.
In a way.
You're like, no, tell me I can't do something and I'm going to prove you wrong.
Yeah.
It sounds like both of you guys are like that.
Yeah.
Which is great to have in a business that's like that. You guys did it.
Yeah.
And the smaller little Norwegian festival, I'm not going to say little, but the smaller, less whatever, world's, I guess, known convention was great.
Yeah, it became like a big event for us.
Did that then cause the sales just skyrocketed? So everyone's like, oh, this is legit.
Yes.
We can do this.
Yeah. So like they started trusting us. They saw that we didn't cancel. We had like an actual event that took place. People were super happy about it.
Also, like before, like at that time, actors didn't post on social media for like conventions. We made sure from like the first contract that people had
To post.
So like actors, every time they were announced, they had to post something.
So did Lucy Hale post on her social
They
media?
did.
Yes.
She did. Yeah.
Huge.
It was huge. It was a huge thing.
So you guys always have had that. It's like it has to be on
it was
your
for
feed.
us like it was like a big thing because it's like we have
Wow.
people have to trust us first, and also your community needs to know that you're coming.
Yeah.
And like, what's the best way to do that? It's just like
Tell them directly.
yeah. We can post something, but maybe they're not gonna see it because it's on.
Well, I mean, Lucy Hale has like millions of followers versus like
had,
any
like,
business that's
500.
like exactly like it makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, it makes sense for the actors too. And I've never understood sometimes why people don't. We'll talk about mine after. It's like after a while, I was like, you guys, there's 6 on my page. Like, can we try a different area of the feed? But no, it makes sense that like it would be on the feed and that you'd be, as an actor, happy to post about it because you're getting to meet fans, number one. But it is that thing that I feel like a lot of people struggle with. Conventions, when you guys started, were still kind of considered like,
Yeah.
conventions means like you're a has-been.
Yeah.
Which is so weird that it's, maybe that was just the tipping point because Lucy Hale wasn't a has-been.
No.
But like it felt like conventions where people went when they couldn't get a job. I remember it. It was this weird stigma where like, you don't do conventions. Like, what do you mean conventions? And it's changed so much. And I'm like so happy it has because I, as you guys know, love them.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. So, sorry, enough about me. So you guys did this one with Lucy Hale. It went great?
We did lose money,
Okay.
but we were like, we have to go. Like, we have to do it. Because, like, if we cancel it now, like, it doesn't make sense. And we knew, based on, like, the first event that we did, that we can make money. So, like, it was, like...
we understood, like, what went wrong.
Yeah.
Like, we understood, like, what we had to do for the next one to not lose money.
So what went wrong? Can you say? And it's okay if you can't. You guys are running a business.
Yeah,
So if there's
it's
anything you can't say.
For the flights, like, we have to limit things because it was, like, 100 changes. Also, I think on the fee, like, we were too
high sometimes.
Too high.
And also,
at
like,
first.
I think we understood also the, like, promotion part.
Yeah.
Like, we understood that, okay, this work, we should have done that way earlier.
Yeah.
Because that worked. And, like, also, like, because when we had Lucy, at first it was just her.
Yeah.
I mean, there was, like, a multi-fandom, so it was, like, different show. It was, like, One Tree Hill,
Rain,
Pretty Liars.
Yeah.
And it was only her from that show. And then we booked Ian Harding, like,
who's like our love interest on the
we
show.
booked him
Super late.
Yeah, super late, like 2 or 3 weeks before the show,
Yeah.
which really helped the sales.
Yeah.
Because then there was a duo.
The duo.
Yes. And
People
then,
love a duo.
Exactly. And so we understood that, you know, if there's only one person from the show, the sale are not going to be that great. Like you need someone else to support it.
Yeah.
You know, you need the main, but you need like other people around
Yeah.
it. So we understood those kind of things like later on. We were like, okay, we know we made those mistakes. I mean, you learn. It's a process.
And also her mom helped a
So,
lot. Like if we didn't have her.
Yeah.
Wait, whose mom?
My mom.
Oh my God, I thought you meant Lucy Hale's mom. Like, wait, what? I was like, her mom?
My mom.
Your mom. And is it, explain, elaborate, because I've met your mom a few times. And your mom is like fairy godmother.
Yes.
Like, you know the fairy godmother? I don't remember which one it is. It is in Cinderella. Like your mother reminds me of the fairy godmother in Cinderella. And she really is. Like there's no better way to explain her. And talk about like sunshine. Like she is, how tall are you?
I mean, I know I think it's 4'9".
And how tall is your mother?
4'9".
I thought she was shorter.
No,
I
she's the
thought
same.
you were taller than your mother. You guys are the tiniest little
Yeah, I know.
balls of like happiness and sunshine, and I love it. So that's just my interpretation, but this isn't about me. So continue. So in what ways did your mother help?
My mom should always like see like the good in everything in like the world. Like so she always try to like make the world like a better place or like see the good in people, which I love about that is like she's always smiling all the time. And she always like smiles.
I remember like you, honestly.
I mean, I know, but like she even smiled like more than me, which is like crazy.
I recently told her, like, you know, we were doing the questions thing in Hawaii, and I was like, when was the last time you were sad? And she was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know when's the last time I got like upset or sad.
Yeah,
or
but even like you ask her like question and
and
it's
she's like,
the regular like human like thing that annoys you.
Yeah.
Not like she's never bothered. Like never.
But this is what's interesting, taking it back, is your mother and father divorced?
Yeah.
So did they have a good relationship, a bad relationship?
I mean, they have like a really good relationship
Now,
right
but when they were together.
there was like cheating.
Oh, come on.
It's okay. It was a long time ago. But now,
I feel like what's funny too is like it's such more of like a French or European way to say it, like, oh, there was cheating men. Like over here, we're like, kill them.
but you know, like I always saw them like very friendly. Like I think they're like really good friends. Like my mom calls my dad more than like I call my dad.
Okay, so they're still super close. They still have such a great friendship.
Like, the security members, like they just learned that my parents are divorced. Like they never like knew that my parents were divorced.
But your mother, what I'm hearing though too is that your mother was like, but I'm not going to stay with you because you cheated or because you were cheating.
It was just like at one point it was just like, this is too much. Like,
got it.
Yeah. But I think it was like the only time she got mad because I never really saw her mad.
So that's what I'm saying. So it wasn't like it was this like horrible relationship and then they became closer once they divorced. So I just wanted to make sure that the playing field was like they've always been on good terms.
Yes, always.
And even after. And so your mom, going back to now, your mother is like always smiling and always happy.
Smiling, always happy.
Okay.
And
so she's like, no, I've never not been.
And she helped from the beginning, like the very beginning. We told her like, we booked Lucy. This is how much it costs. We talked about it. We were like, okay, so this is how much we have to give like in advance.
Yeah.
And blah, blah, blah. And she would like really help. Well, she helped with the money first and stuff like that. And then every time like we will like call her. I mean, she had like her day job, which is like accounting.
Okay. I was going to ask what thank you for answering. Yes.
And so she was like doing accounting, and after work, like she would stay at the office and work like for us.
Yeah.
So like she would look at like flights or like hotels, like she was trying to make deals and stuff like that. So she always like
she was helping.
Always. Even like sometimes like she would do like, okay, I think we need to do like discounts here because I think that would work. Like, you know, she
had great ideas.
Yeah, she gave like ideas. And it really helped. And when we lost the money, like at first she like, you know, she did a loan.
She covered.
Yeah. She covered like the money that we lost. And then when we did like the next event, then she was able to like reimburse herself.
Yeah.
But it was just, she always helped.
She believed in you though.
Yeah.
She's like, no.
She really did. Like a lot of like, usually like people, like after like you lose money, they will just say like, okay.
Yeah, you failed. Stop. And
But, like,
that's
she
also a
did-
very French thing, being like going past failure. Like it's so hard.
But I think she saw the potential also. So she was like, okay,
she
no,
was like,
I
now you
get
know,
it,
like,
but
you
you guys like
understand.
have to do this and this. Like, she really like helped us like booking hotels and stuff like that and venues. She helped with that. Like she is the one doing all that.
Yeah.
Still again today.
Yeah.
And she's our like accounting.
Yeah.
Well,
Built in. You're like perfect.
Because like we had her, so we didn't have anyone else doing it.
Did you guys have individual jobs outside of this?
Well,
we were studying.
We were studying.
Oh, you guys were in college?
Yes.
And you were going to school for advertising?
Yes.
And what were you going to school for?
For filmmaking.
And so you guys were in school while you were doing all of this.
Yes, and I was in the US, so I was like flying.
Why were you in the US? You went to school in the US?
In the US, yeah. I was in college first in.
So your film school was in the US.
Yes.
What film school?
I went first in a community college for 2 years in like the Bay Area.
Okay, so Northern California.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I moved here to LA for like 3 years, and I did the LA film school.
Amazing.
It was like great. And
What did you gravitate towards the most in film school?
Directing, always.
Did you direct a short and do all that?
I did. It was amazing. Like I remember like one time I did it was like, I think intro to photography.
Yeah.
So there was like a girl from the class, she was like directing, and she because she wrote it, and like it was like the one that, people chose.
Yeah.
So she was directing it, and I was like, I asked to do the photography.
Yeah.
And I went to see the teacher because like every month you had a different course and a different teacher because it was and a different schedule because it was people from the field. So it was like people actually working in the field at the time.
Yeah.
And I went to him and I was like, okay, so what do you think if I put like the camera, the light here and that at that degree and like that, because people don't understand that you need to have like even the temperature. I mean, yeah. I was like, why weren't you? But I mean, like,
I'm also like thinking back. It's like you're sitting there while I'm like adjusting every light and and I'm looking out right now. It's like I need a picture of this. Were you like, that's not the right temperature to know? You need to change that temperature.
I don't have like it's something to measure.
but it is.
But
Yes,
it was
yes,
like,
yes.
yeah, you had.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to like think about like if it's a red light, why is there a red light somewhere?
Yes. What's the
And
source?
it was, and it was all that thing. And I went like, I started watching like Peaky Blinders at that time. And I was like obsessed with the photography. And I could have like talked about the photography and like the costume, like, and going with like the set design, like for like a million times.
Yeah.
And I was just like, so I was like watching pictures of the show, trying to analyze where did they put the light.
Yeah.
Because like,
It's so smart though. That's so smart.
I know what I want, but it's like, it's not always like, I have my vision. I just want someone to put my vision to life.
Well, yeah, that's why it's so collaborative.
Yeah.
Because half the time we all can think of things, but if we don't have a team to help us figure it out.
Which was like super cool to understand that.
Yeah.
You need everyone.
You need everyone.
You need, like even the person like giving you coffee, you need that.
Yes.
Like,
that might be one of the most valuable
but it was so cool. And I went to the teacher and I told him, okay, so this is what I'm thinking, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, oh yeah, I'm really seeing you like direct one day. And I was like, oh my God, this is like the biggest compliment you can ever give me. Yeah. And it wasn't like, I wasn't even directing. I was just like doing the photography, but it was just like amazing.
So you command, you have a presence that commands.
I have the vision. I need people. When we did convention at first,
that was so funny.
I was like, I want decoration. Like I want people to immerse in the thing. Like we did the Maze Runner convention, and I was like, I had the vision. Like I was like, I want this, I want that, I want like, tree leaf like everywhere, like falling, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
But then how do you explain that to the staff members? This is not like, they don't understand. Like they're just like asking, it doesn't look like how I want it, but it's just like, okay. So now I don't do it really, but it's just like, this is not how I want it.
Okay, we're gonna do it better.
But something to look forward to too. As it continues. Also, obviously when budgets get bigger, you have the ability to do more because that is a whole different department. Like that's set decoration essentially.
I need someone who like really do set decoration because
Yeah.
I know what I want. Like I like I went on Amazon and bought all those stuff because I was like, I see it. I was like, no. I was really searching for it.
You guys are just sitting here listening to you. Like I know when I wrote in the intro, I was like, you guys are yin and yang, but you guys really are. And I've always been amazed too because you guys have such an amazing friendship. But you do, I mean, obviously, I don't see you guys in the most intimate moments as friends, like with those conversations. And you're speaking in French, so I don't know what you guys are saying. But at the same time, like you guys do you balance each other out so perfectly with your personalities. That's something that just happened kind of like that, just meeting at that first convention and then coming to now where you are now, which how many conventions have you guys done now?
Like 40, I think.
40?
Maybe. Yeah.
How many?
Like 40, 50, or something like that.
You guys don't even know you've lost count.
Yeah. I try to sometimes recount, but it's like...
We also did like over more than 20 virtual ones.
Well, yeah, like 20,
also.
but like just not the one that, like just virtual with a lot of people.
Yes.
During COVID, we did like once every month, and we had like 20 actors attend each time.
But also so you guys had started this convention company.
Yeah.
And that was 2017. You guys had learned a lot of lessons it hadn't done. Yes. You guys had lost some money, but you guys went again. The second one was who?
So the first one was
Lucy Hale?
So we we booked the first contract in 2017. The first event was in 2018. And
You know where I'm going with all this, right? I'm taking a deep sigh because we're getting closer to 2019 and 2020. Okay, so the first event, so the Lucy Hale event was 2018.
2018, yes.
Okay, and then you had it.
Yeah.
And you had the Norwegian event.
Yeah, we did 3 in 2018.
And what was the third one?
It was also like, again, the Norwegian.
Okay, so you did that twice.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then that was 2018. And then 2019.
2019, it was 1, 2,
Rain,
3,
Gossip Girl.
4.
Yeah.
Four.
Oh, no,
Runner.
5, actually, 5.
Didn't we do
Scam.
like 2 scam?
Oh, we did 2, so 6.
So
So,
five.
so the
Wait.
Norwegian is called.
So we did Gossip,
Gossip
Girl,
Girl,
Rain, 2
scam. Yeah.
2 Scam, The Maze Runner,
The Maze Runner and
and I'm forgetting one, right? No, it's 5.
So you went from doing 3 and one that
yeah.
technically you lost money on just because you were
Yes.
learning and then went to 5 the next year.
Yes.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
And how did it feel going about it? Because you went doing Gossip Girl and Maze Runner. Was it easier to secure those deals now that you've done 3 conventions at that point?
So actually, the agent that we booked Lucy Hale with,
This is
she
perfect.
was representing someone from Gossip Girl.
Got it.
And so this is how we did it, and it was crazy back then because it was the first
First
Gossip
time
Girl
he did it, yeah.
convention ever.
Yeah.
So that was crazy.
That was the first Gossip Girl convention.
Yeah.
And did you get more? Now, did you learn to get more people? So did
Yeah.
you have more
So-
duos and more people
Yeah.
from the show?
Gossip Girl, it was like a 1-day thing. We did like we called it a fan meet. So it
Yeah.
was just like a 1 day and it was like 3 people, which is weird because like when we did the scam, was like Norwegian show, but it developed into like a French show.
Yeah.
And then as Italian and things like that. We had like, I think like 2 months later, we had like 19 guests for
Yeah.
that one.
From
From the scam. Because it was like a
they had
whole
like many
universe.
versions.
Yes.
So like one in France, one
Yeah.
in yeah.
oh,
what-
so the scam is the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's it about? I want to watch
It's
it.
about like relationship, life.
Younger, like high school,
Yeah,
college,
so
high
every
school.
season has a different topic.
Okay.
For example, like season 3 is about like bipolarity.
Bipolar, yeah,
Like
yeah.
someone discovering also their like sexuality.
yeah.
That, you know.
It's like he's coming like he's like
coming out, but he's
and-
discovering that, you know, he's attracted to guys and like there's like all this like thing in his head,
Yeah.
which is like a lot of like mental health issues.
Yeah.
It's a lot about like mental health.
But it started in Norway.
Norway.
And
Yeah.
then
yes.
I almost said Norwegian. It started in Norway, but then you're saying
And
did
then-
other like
yes.
like France had its own scam?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like the 4 like so Norway had 4 seasons.
Okay.
And France, they were like doing this the 4 season.
Yeah.
It was just like in French.
Okay.
like
Yeah.
like just a French adaptation.
And then it
so
worked so
same
well.
thing,
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
beat, same
Yeah.
everything, just in with French
Yes,
actors
yes.
redoing it in France.
Yes.
Okay.
And
so
also-
every country had the same thing. Like
Yeah.
it was always like this is the topic that they talk about. And France was the only one that they did more season.
Yeah.
They
Than
added
4.
season.
So it was popular.
yeah.
yeah, and also the funny thing is that we announced like the Norwegian show.
Yeah.
And then like a French network
Reached
reached out to us and they were
Because
like
the first season just came out.
yeah.
So it was basically a promotion.
Yeah.
promoting,
And so we were
yeah.
like, oh my God, like this huge network is
Yeah.
reaching out to us to promote the show. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And so, and yeah, that's how we.
so happy. Like I also get really excited when I hear people's stories in those moments that like I can only imagine putting myself in your guys' shoes
Yeah.
and getting that like email and you're like,
Yeah.
like
It's just like crazy. I mean, it's a big network in France.
yeah.
It's like the main one.
Yeah.
And it was like, they were like, okay, well, can we come to promote the show? And it was just like, well, yeah.
Yes, please.
Because then they're going to talk about it, then yes.
Yeah.
And it was super exciting. So the first 2 that we did, Convention About Scam, they were coming and promote the show.
Yeah.
And when we did the third one, the French show got bigger than the Norway show.
Yeah.
And it was like so big,
was
like huge.
Do you guys feel you played a part?
At first, a lot of people discover it, like
Yeah.
watched it because they came to the convention and they met the French cast.
So it was.
yeah.
I mean, I think. So you know, I think you played a part. I
Yeah.
do think conventions are a way to really
Yeah, because they didn't know
get
them.
people together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like they started watching like the first 2 seasons because they were coming also.
Got it.
Well, they were a fan of the other one. And then yeah, the season 3 like blew up like on social media, like really blew up.
Are you so close friends with that French network, or do you know them at least still?
We know the actors.
Yeah, we know the actors.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that French network. They called up. You're like, you have any other shows you need to promote? Like,
No, we haven't talked to like the French network like after that because
No.
like we invited the actors after.
Got it. Just
you know,
invited them
yeah.
directly.
Yeah.
Okay. Gossip Girl was huge.
Yes.
You were doing this in 2018. You had Maze Runner as well.
2019.
2019.
2019 is
Yes.
when these ones aired. Oh, sorry. 2018 was the first
Yes.
3, and then
Yes.
2019.
5.
So you did these 5.
Yes.
And
And then no. And then
Oh, it didn't happen until
before the
March
pandemic,
2020.
But
That's right.
Right before the pandemic, January, we
Yeah.
went to Korea to do the French show.
Yeah.
Like scam, but
That was
just
crazy.
French. The only just a cast.
a convention?
Yes.
Wait, you held a convention
Yeah.
in Korea
Yeah.
for the Scam French show.
Yes.
And you know what? Like we also went on
I have
a
so many
trip.
questions. I have so many questions.
So we went to Miami. And
yeah.
and then we
Because well, I was living in LA and she
I
was
was
doing
living
6 months
in New York.
In New York for
Yeah.
like college.
Because you were going to school.
Yeah.
You were going to school. Everyone's
Yes.
going to school.
Yes.
Okay. But you were in New York.
yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
I
you know, she
loved
did
it.
like like not an exchange program, but it was kind of like
for 6 months. Yeah.
Abroad.
months,
You were studying
yes.
abroad for school.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were like, well, it was closed, so we were like, okay, let's meet in Miami.
Yeah.
You know.
What? Oh, Miami's close. I thought you were talking Korea. I was like, how's
no,
Korea?
but it-
I was like, what?
No.
Okay.
But
So you
we're
guys
like-
met in Miami.
Yeah, 'cause, like, she
I
was
had
in
I had
LA.
a few days off from school, and I think
I still think Miami is not really in between LA.
But it's like it's closer than France.
It sounds like you guys wanted to go to Miami, and you're like, that's a good meeting spot.
and it was like a weekend.
I think I needed sun. It was like
I don't remember.
February.
Understandable. Very
That's true.
understandable.
I had the sun here, so that was fine.
Yeah.
But
So you guys met up in Miami.
yeah, and
Yeah.
we announced the
Yeah.
third convention that we were doing.
Yeah.
And we didn't even announce like the Norwegian actors yet. We just announced the French actors, and it just blew up so much. And
In Korea.
Yeah. Like we
Yes.
so
Like, I
basically
mean-
like we had our phones.
yeah,
And we were not able to use them anymore because we
Yeah.
had too many sales. Like we had
Yeah.
notifications whenever we had a sale, and
but
we
it
were
was,
like,
and we
"What's
looked at
going
the
on?"
like, and the time was so weird because it was like the time different in
Yeah.
France was like
people
not
in France were
matching.
sleeping. So we were like, "What's going
What's
on?"
going on? And we looked at the names, and the names were all like Korean names. And people like that's when we understood people were coming from Asia, like all around Asia, but like
Yeah.
mostly Korea, but like all
Yeah,
around
but like
Asia.
Japan and we were
To
like,
France
"What?"
for that.
I'm trying to stay on topic because I have so many other questions outside of this, but I'm like, no, stay on brand, stay on brand.
Crazy.
That is insane.
Yeah.
So your minds were just blown.
Yeah.
We were like, "What's going on?"
So, but this was what month again? This was February?
Yeah.
February of 2020.
Yes.
And this,
And the
This-
event was in May.
oh,
Yes.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And
So,
we did the May event. We saw people from Korea there.
oh, wait.
Wait,
Oh,
2019, right? May 2019.
Yeah, May 2019. We
Oh,
saw
we're
the people.
still in 2019.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
still
yeah,
in
yeah.
2019.
I'm so confused. Wait, I thought we were
No,
in
no, no.
20.
No,
2020.
2020 is Korea. We're
Yes,
getting there.
We're getting there.
Okay.
Okay, so
But in 2019.
2019.
Yeah.
In May, we had the event.
Which event? In
The-
where?
Scam.
in France.
In France.
Where we have a lot of Korean,
people
and Japanese fans.
yeah,
Coming.
Yeah.
And we look around like all these people and we start talking, and we were like, why are we not going to Korea?
Yeah. And I remember I was talking to fans from Korea and I was like, "Can you explain?
And?
What is this?" A fan showed me a WeChat with 100,000 followers on a Scam France group. And I was like, I don't even know if they
There
have
were so
that
many
in
people.
France,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know? And we were like, okay, let's
Let's go
just
to Korea.
Yeah.
It just exploded in Korea. It was just popular in Korea.
Yeah.
And you noticed that because people were flying from
Yeah.
Korea to
Yes.
come to France.
So back to
2019.
2020, January 2020.
2020. Jesus Christ.
It's 20, hard to follow.
2020. Yes, we're now back to 2020. February.
January.
January.
I should just stop talking. Okay, to get everyone caught up.
Okay.
January 2020.
We're in Korea, and we're doing the Scam event.
Yes.
And COVID is
Hits.
already happening.
Is about to
Here.
hit.
I mean, people were like wearing
No, but in
masks.
Europe and
Yes.
yeah.
because there it started in December of 2019.
Yeah.
So we were looking at people wearing masks, and we were like, what is that? We didn't understand.
Yeah, no one did. I mean, all of us were.
Yeah.
But we started wearing them for fun because it was kind of like a. They had all these types of fun masks, and so we were doing photos with it and trying that.
And I was like, this is too big for me. I don't want to wear it anymore.
Asian cultures actually do really.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah,
always
yeah.
been
Yeah, yeah.
because of it's very populated, right? From what I
Yes.
understand, I haven't
Yes.
been, but I want to go. That masks are kind of something they.
Yeah.
Or it was already normalized.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not every
Yeah,
day,
yeah, yeah.
obviously,
Yeah, yeah.
when we're in the pandemic.
so we were wearing them, but just a fashion thing, you know?
Not
Like, it was
realizing the whole world is about to
No.
shut down.
Yeah. Cut to March.
So you guys went back to
COVID.
France.
Yeah.
Back to the US.
Oh, that's right. You were
She
you
went
were
back to France.
went back to France. You were in LA.
Yes.
Yeah.
And oh God, you were in LA.
Yes.
Oh, okay. We have Jesus.
Yeah.
But the convention did well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you guys at this point, I mean, 5 conventions in 1 year, and now you're about to start your 3rd year of this business.
Yes.
You had how many planned?
I
we
think 3.
wanted to expand because like
Yes.
we booked
Yeah.
a
It was
big,
the
like
3. We had like 3 already planned.
yeah,
Okay.
we had
Yeah.
Emilia Clarke
Yeah.
in
We announced her
2020.
the day before they
The
told
world shut down.
Yeah, the world shut down. And it was, yeah.
Have you guys met Amelia Clark?
Yeah, we did. We did after COVID then. It
Tell me she was like the nicest, sweetest little human being. I love her. And if she wasn't, just lie to me.
she was.
She was great.
This makes me so happy. It's like 1 degree of separation. On that note, we're taking an intermission. We've had the appetizer, but the main course is about to get even juicier. And it drops in 48 hours. Trust me, it's going to be absolutely delicious.